I love this jumper so much, but the last time I wore it, I spilt gravy on it and the stain never came out, so I can't really wear it outside anymore. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is Thursday. Is it Thursday today? It is indeed Thursday, and I didn't actually get around to pre-filming this video, so I'm filming this on the morning that you're watching it. If you haven't been following along this week, I've been doing drugstore week on my channel. I've posted every day this week so far, and my last video is going to be tomorrow. So I'm doing Monday to Friday, whereas I normally just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing a full face. Well, it's not quite a full face of first impressions. There's a couple of things that I'm missing, but it's almost a full face of drugstore first impressions. If you guys didn't see my drugstore makeup haul at the start of the week, then it's featuring pretty much all of that makeup. So if you guys want to see some new drugstore makeup and what I think of it, then just keep watching. Is that about right? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I should actually turn the brightness down because it's so bright right now. So the first thing that I'm going to be using for my primer is the Revolution Skincare Superfruit Extract. This is an antioxidant serum and primer. Ooh, it matches my nails. I've been using this for the past couple of weeks and I actually really like it. What I like about this is it makes my face a little bit tacky. So obviously this one isn't a first impression because I've used it before, but it is drugstore and it is new drugstore. Well, it's not really makeup, it's part of their skincare range. I'm so glad I caught that and didn't just knock it onto the floor. So next I'm using the Barry M All Night Long Full Coverage Foundation. This was in my Superdrug haul. I got the shade Cashew, which I feel like is going to be a little bit too pale for me at the moment, but I don't normally, I normally go for the lightest shade in foundations. This was the second lightest shade. I was a little bit scared to go any darker, I'm not gonna lie. So it says it's full coverage, smooth, creamy, easy to blend, feels lightweight, moisturizing vitamin E and anti-oxidizing fruit extracts for a healthy look that's yours. That's a lot of claims. Okay, it feels very, very liquidy. It's kind of dripping off my finger. It's kind of got a bit messy. I was gonna wear this to an event yesterday and like film this video yesterday, but then I thought actually that's probably not a good idea because what if I end up hating all the makeup and then I look ugly at the event? So I decided to save it for today. Oh, also somebody asked me yesterday what lip balm I wear. At the moment I'm using the Lana Lips one. And I also get quite a lot of questions like, so why are your lips always so shiny at the beginning of your videos? It's because I get quite dry lips, and just like while I'm doing the rest of my makeup, before I get to my lipstick stage, I like to just keep my lips moisturized like while I'm doing my foundation and everything. So I definitely wouldn't call this foundation full coverage. If I just quickly give you guys a close-up, I definitely wouldn't say this is full coverage. Like I've got quite a few blemishes that are still peeking through, and like the redness around my nose is still very much there. Also, I feel like on my forehead it's picked up on a couple of dry patches, and I don't really have dry skin. And also like down here, it didn't really like blend that well. I'm just going to add a little bit more to see if it's buildable. I'm also going to address something at the end of this video, which I got so many comments on my Revolution video for, but I'll do that as like my question of the day. You know what though, I feel like this is a pretty good colour match for me. There's kind of a few random patches on my face, like I don't really know if you can tell, but like it's just not really blending in some places, which is really frustrating. I would say that it is buildable, like the coverage is building with a second layer, but it definitely is emphasising quite a lot of the dryness on my face and like clinging to certain patches. Can you guys see on my nose it's just gone a bit funny? I don't know, there's just certain patches of my skin where it hasn't really blended that great. I don't really know how well you can kind of see that, but I also feel like it's oxidizing. Is that just me being crazy? I'm not too sure about this one, to be honest. Like I'll have to definitely try it more, but at the moment I'm not loving the finish of it. So for my concealer I'm using the Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define, which I know that I've tried before, so let me just skim over this. I really don't know why I'm breaking out at the moment. So I've actually got a couple of these, like, what are they? Fix Sticks by Nip and Fab. I've never actually tried Nip and Fab before. Well, I've never tried their makeup before. I've tried some of their skincare stuff, which I really like, but yeah, I don't think I've ever tried any of their makeup. If you guys want me to do a full face testing Nip and Fab, let me know. I was sent all of these Fix Sticks. They've got like contour ones, highlight ones, blush ones. So I've got the Fix Sticks contour stick thing in the shade Cool Taupe, which actually looks like it's going to be a pretty good colour. After my Revolution video, a lot of you guys said that I really suited the cream contour and I should do it more and it's a lot more natural. But the only thing is, whenever I do cream contour, I then obviously have to powder over the top because you guys know my skin is oily AF. And so, ooh. Look, see, I feel like cream contour does look really nice and it's really natural and stuff, but then as soon as I powder over it, it just kind of gets rid of all of the colour. That colour was actually really nice. I think there's a warmer one as well, which I just want to use on the rest of my face. Golden Tan, I think that's the one. If any of you guys are like cream contour experts, how do you best apply it? Like, do you use a brush? Do you use your beauty blender? I do like how natural these kind of look, but it's just like, I like my bronzer to be a little bit more pronounced. The more I look at this foundation, the more I just really don't like it. Ooh, this is a nice colour. That's called Electric Apricot. Okay, that's not really that shit. It's very bright. I think I'm just going to pick some of this up on my finger, like from my hand, and just like do a bit of this. Again, I feel like these type of products look very natural, and then when I powder over the top of them, they kind of disappear a bit. So for powder, I have the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Perfecting Powder in Rose Ivory. Did that powder give me any coverage? Maybe a little bit, actually. Okay, so I think it definitely gives a bit of coverage, but it's nothing on the scale of the MAC Studio Fix powder that I like a lot. I'm just going to powder the rest of my face. I know that a lot of you guys aren't going to like this, but I am going to add a bit of powder bronzer with my CYO bronzer. You can still see the blush though through my foundation, which is nice. And I know that everyone's always like, so if you look so much better with less bronzer, but like, just trust me on this. In real life, if I didn't bronze up my face, I just look so ill and like ghostly pale. And then I'm gonna test the Maybelline highlighter that I mentioned in my haul. This is the Face Studio Chrome Extreme highlighter in Molten Rose Gold. This looks so pretty. I'm really hoping it's not gonna be too dark for me. Please don't be too dark because it looks so pretty. Oh, this potentially could be too dark. It looks very pink. Okay, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like super metallic. Which, I mean, it is still pretty metallic. That is a really pretty highlighter. Oh my god, I think I put too much on. Can we just appreciate how my cheekbones on each side of my face are literally at different angles? You can definitely tell now with the light shining in from this window. This side of my face is a lot more like high up the cheekbone. It's kind of like here. And I don't know, I feel like this side of my face is more rounded. Whereas this side of my face is a lot more angular. Like in terms of my jaw and my cheekbone, I feel like it's more like... Let's just put some on my brow bone and down my nose. So moving on to my brows, I have the L'Oreal Paradise Pomade Ecstatic, and this is in the shade, I think it was dark brown. Oh no, sorry, dark blonde, not dark brown. It's got a little brush in the lid, which actually looks pretty nice. So I'm gonna be using that today. But now it looks really dark. So this is what it looks like, and the brush is pretty small, but it looks really thin, so I'm gonna try and use this on my brows. Okay, maybe I've done this brow a bit too blocky, but I do really like the product. I think the brush is just a little bit too small and fiddly for me. It's nice. Did I really just reference Borat in one of my videos? Yes, I think I did. But in terms of the actual product, I really like it. Moving on to eyeshadow, I've got 3 different palettes by Nip and Fab. I've actually had this one for over a year just sitting in my drawer. This is the Sculpted eyeshadow palette. I've then got the Gentle Glam eyeshadow palette, and then I've also got one which is a bit more exciting, which is the Jeweled palette. And I think I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna start with this shade here. I've heard pretty good things about Nip and Fab makeup. I think their concealer's supposed to be really nice. To be honest, I don't really know why I've never got around to trying them out. That is a nice transition. I wish I could like have you guys to vote right now what you want me to do with this, because I'm just confused. Okay, I'm dipping into the orange and I'm gonna do like another round of transitioning while I think about what I'm doing with my life. I mean, these shades are working really nicely. Let's go in with the bright blue. Probably a bit risky, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, okay. That's got a decent bit of pigment in there. Okay, and then going back to that orangey transition shade down here. And I'm just gonna blend out the edges of that blue. Don't really know why I went for a blue smoky eye, but I just wanted to do something a bit different, you know. This shade here, the bright turquoise. And I'm just going to put a bit of this on the centre of my lid. Okay, that's a matte shade. It's literally like not showing up on top of the darker blue. And then just taking some of this greeny teal colour down here. And I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line. Okay, wait, no, I feel like that looks weird. I'm going back with the blue that I used all over my lid because I feel like this just looks like too much of a contrast. Oh god, now that's really bright blue. And then going in with this even darker blue to just try and make that as dark as my eyelid. Because those two mixed together just make a super bright blue. Like, to be fair, these shades are really pigmented. I just don't really like blue eyeshadow on myself. And then taking some of this transition shade that I used on my lid, and I'm just going to try and like blend out those under eye shades. I do actually really like this palette. Like, the shades were pretty pigmented, but it's just like, why did I go for blue? Okay, I'm dipping into the Gentle Glam palette. Let's go for this shade here. And then just quickly going to set my face because I've got two setting sprays here, but I normally like to do my setting spray before mascara. So I've got the Illuminating Fixing Spray by Nip and Fab. I've also got the mattifying one. I think I'm going to go for the illuminating one. Okay, so you just shake it up. It's got like a tiny bit of shimmer in there. I always spray way too much setting spray. Oh, it's all over my mirror now. I literally can't see out of this. Okay, I definitely sprayed too much. My face is literally soaking wet. You know what though? If you want like a little bit of an extra dewiness, if your foundation is completely matte, I feel like that kind of did that. Like, can you see on my forehead? I definitely look a little bit less matte. Moving on to mascara. I have been dying to test this mascara for ages. It's the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara, which has got the bit of like a gimmicky brush. A lot of people were saying this is supposed to be kind of like a dupe for the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe I should do like a side-by-side comparison, but I've never tried it. So here goes. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so good. I don't think I've actually ever tried a mascara from L'Oreal that I haven't liked, unless it's in their like waterproof formula. If you guys watch my channel on the regular, you'll know that I was like blessed with quite good eyelashes naturally, but look at this mascara. It looks so good. So the final stage is the lips, and for my lips I've got one of these L'Oreal Ultra Matte Le Chocolat liquid lipstick in the shade Sweet Tooth. These literally smell like hot chocolate. They smell so good. I actually can't. No, to me they smell like, you know when you're cooking like chocolate brownies or chocolate cookies or something in the oven? So it's got this triangular sort of applicator thing. Oh my god, I just want to lick it off my lips. That is a good nude shade. That colour is absolutely gorgeous. I just want to wait for it to dry to see if it kind of like dries down. It has dried, but it's still like a bit sticky. And I made the mistake of like pressing my lips together and then it's kind of like come off a bit, like around here, because like it got stuck together, if you get what I mean. So maybe don't do that, but it does feel like one of those liquid lipsticks that will last a really long time because it's like it doesn't dry fully matte. It doesn't feel drying at all, which is good. Like, it feels very comfortable on the lips. So this is the finished makeup look. My eyebrows look really dark. So I'm not gonna lie, the main thing that I didn't really like in this video was the foundation. Everything else I thought worked pretty well, but it was just the foundation. Like, I just didn't really get on with it. Like, if you guys like it and you get on with it, then that's really good. And obviously it is really cheap, but I've definitely got other cheap foundations that seem to work better on my skin. Okay, so question of the day comes from Becky Cannon, but I got a lot of people asking the same question. And she said, in the testing Tarte foundation video, you said you didn't like the applicator. What's the difference between the Revolution foundation applicator, or did you just change your mind? So if you did watch my Revolution testing video, obviously it's got like a big doe-foot applicator, and a couple of people pointed out that in my Tarte video I said that I didn't like the applicator because it wasn't very sanitary. But basically in that Tarte video, I'd watched some other people's videos about those types of foundations that you just like, they've got a doe-foot applicator and you put it on your face that way, and a lot of people had said like, oh, it's not very sanitary, and I was kind of thinking, oh yeah, it's not very sanitary. So I kind of like followed everyone else's opinion on on that. But then when I actually thought about it afterwards, it's literally the same as concealer. Like, I put my concealer straight on my face with the doe foot, so I don't really get how like a foundation is different to that. And like before I put my foundation on, my face is always clean, so people are like, oh, it picks up bacteria, but like I put it on a clean face and it's the same as like using concealer. So yeah, like my opinion on doe foot applicator for a foundation, I'm kind of like, well, it's like literally the same thing. So, you know, I've changed my mind about that and I think that it's kind of fine. I also did see quite a few comments of people being like, oh, well, she's never going to bash the foundation or anything by Revolution because she's being paid to make this video. She works for Revolution. She would get fired if she said anything negative. All of that is completely untrue. Like, in my contract with Revolution, obviously, yeah, I make videos for their channel, but they don't dictate anything that I say on my own channel. They're like a really great company to work for in terms of being honest about their products. So like with the foundation, I did point out bits that weren't so great about it, how it had kind of like separated on my chin a bit and like it had gone oily around my nose and it was breaking up a bit in my smile lines. But like, you know, obviously, yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, this foundation shit, like nobody buy it. Like, I'm not gonna like heavily bash them, but I can still give them like constructive criticism, if that makes sense. And I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, oh, this foundation is the best foundation I've ever tried, which is not what I did, because that's just like not part of like what I do for them. I make videos for their channel. They don't tell me what to do or say on my own channel. They don't pay me for any of the videos on my own channel. So yeah, that's just how it works. Hopefully that clears that up. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Overall, like, I think my makeup looks okay. It's alright, not bad. Let me know what you think down below, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. I really hope you have been enjoying Drugstore Week. I've really been enjoying like filming and editing all of these videos and stuff. Like I said, there will be another video tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Bye!